Hi everyone, it's Sunday, 6:30 at night. I haven't posted for a few days for the main reason that I've just been doing really well and been wanting to update everybody, but just enjoying my life and enjoying the normalcy. So that's why I haven't posted in a while, but it's probably good, let everybody catch up. So last video I did was about Thursday afternoon. Thursday evening went really well. Friday was my best day so far. Yesterday was quite well until the evening. Went out to eat at the Keg for a work Christmas party, and they didn't have a lot of options for me, so I ended up going with the salmon because the chicken had been marinated, so I couldn't have that. So I went with the salmon, which I don't normally eat, but just exploring my options. And there was no sauce on it, but it was a little greasy, so I think I reacted to that and had an upset stomach, as well as had to go a few times last night. That being said, Thursday was kind of a regular day for what my regular was for the last couple weeks before that. And Friday, Saturday, and today, I've only gone 3 or 4 times. Friday was only 3, and that was amazing. And then yesterday and today so far, yesterday was about 4 times, today only about 3. And I guess I'll probably still go once tonight, but it's becoming much, much more manageable. My energy levels are up there. I'm being more social. I went to 2 Christmas parties, one on Friday, one on Saturday, and it was really social and back to my old self and telling stories and laughing and joking and having a really good time, and got to dress up and feel good, and it was nice that my inside matched my outside, so that was really nice. And met with the dietitian Friday morning. Had that scheduled for about a week and a half, and he didn't do much for me, as was predicted, as was, I was made aware that could happen. But he did get me on the multivitamin train. I, not only I've been suggested that a lot by a lot of different people to take a multivitamin, because obviously my diet's changing. And I don't believe in them for my own reasons, but he did suggest that, so that's something I am taking. He confirmed my blood results actually on the Alberta Health system, that they are low, and they dropped considerably from when I was in the ER at the beginning of the month. So multivitamin does have iron in it, but apparently not a lot. So it was suggested by the pharmacist to take an iron on top of it, but apparently iron can cause constipation, and I don't feel like I need any more issues down there, so I feel like I'm just going to take the multivitamin for a bit. I have a feeling I'm going to have to take the iron, and someone last night mentioned lower doses of iron, so that's something I might explore. Anyways, the dietitian basically just looked at ulcerative colitis online and gave me what he found on the credible website, the Crohn's and Colitis website. And I'd already looked on that website. I've looked on many, many, many websites. And so I gave him my food diary, and I gave him I printed out a whole sheet of the food that I can eat, so that I'm not questioning it. It's right there in front of me. And I gave that to him, and he said that I'd done my research and there wasn't anything that he suggested I adjust or add or take away. So basically, I'm sure some people go there without a clue on what to do. Maybe they're at a loss, but I've been researching it quite extensively for a few weeks now, and it's definitely paid off. So the dietitian wasn't able to add anything to that. So I have been doing the gluten-free since last week, and I mean, I don't know if it's a coincidence that as soon as I started having gluten-free, I had some relief, but I'm gonna continue with it because I don't want to change anything right now because I am still doing really well. So I'm doing a dairy-free, gluten-free, and there's a whole lot of other things I'm avoiding. So food has been just business. There's nothing enjoyable really about it. There are things that I have that do taste good, but there isn't anything that I'm craving that I can have, I guess. So if I'm hungry, I eat, and that's the extent of it. I'm just eating for nourishment. I'm just eating for sustenance. So I am, having to change my relationship with food because it's always been a treat. I've always treated myself with food. I've always treated myself, whether it's a dessert or whether it's a really good, really, what's the word I'm looking for? A hearty meal. And it's a very social thing. People always go out to dinner. People go for dessert. People go for coffee. People go for a hot chocolate. And that social aspect is gone now for me. It's not enjoyable. It's not worth my time. It's not worth my money going out to eat when I can't eat half of what they have, less than half of what they had last night. We had a 3-course dinner at the Keg, and I couldn't have the first course and I couldn't have the third course, and my second course sucked. The salmon and my mashed potatoes. My mashed potatoes came with skin in them, so I had to take out every little piece of skin, and it took me a very long time. By the time I finished doing it, I wasn't hungry anymore. And then I was reacting from the salmon, so I was going to the bathroom after that. And left the Christmas party a little early. I was mentally prepared to go, knowing that there was a good chance I wasn't going to get much to eat, and so now it's just not worth it for me to go out. I know that there's gluten-free shops in Lethbridge and stuff, and lots of people have been recommending those to me, and thanks a lot, but I can't have anything with the gluten-free options. So I have gluten-free options at home, and that's all I can have is just the gluten-free. So I'm not going to go for a gluten-free sandwich that they make because I can't eat anything in the sandwich. And I'm not going to go for a gluten-free dessert because I can't have sugar right now. So I'm kind of out of options and just not worth my time. So me and food were basically just all business, and I just need to change my mindset and maybe start treating myself other ways rather than food. So I'm not sure if that's, getting my hair done, maybe getting a manicure or something, just so that, when I do well, it's something, everyone likes to give themselves a reward of some kind, and I don't really know what mine is yet. So hopefully I find something like that. I've slept 2 out of the 3 nights the last 3 days, so I only woke up once last night, but the 2 nights before that I didn't wake up once. So I think getting a full night's sleep is really helping. Usually I wake up like right in the middle of my REM cycle, so I get a bit before and a bit after. And when I wake up in the middle of the night, it's not like I'm half asleep going pee. I'm wide awake because I need to make sure that, I need to make sure everything's okay, and I'm doing my poop log, right? So I'm logging that when I'm in there, and I'm not sleeping. I'm mostly wide awake. Let's see. I am gym ready. I have my gym itch. I'm waiting to get back there. We'll see what I can do this week. I'm going to be teaching Zumba Tuesday and Friday, and I don't know if it'll be low impact or a combination of both. Probably not all high impact like usual, but I am ready to get back to the gym. I want to go to my weightlifting class, and now that I feel good, I want to take advantage of it and give myself some endorphins and treat my muscles good and my cardio. I haven't been doing much for 3 weeks, but I can already tell a difference has come around, so just want to get back. And that's basically all I had to talk about after my dietitian meeting. Oh, and I had my acupuncture on Friday as well, and she did mention to me that it is normal to experience those highs and those lows after you start going to the acupuncturist, because your body's releasing all the bad things in it. And so she wasn't surprised at all that I had a couple bad days after my second session. But I had, a good day before it, and the morning before my appointment, and those were good. And then I've had now 3 good days since that. So things are working. I don't know if it's a combination of everything or one thing here and one thing there. I'm not sure. The enema that I was prescribed, I haven't taken it because I'm doing well. I don't want to irritate anything down there, and so I've decided that the next bad day that I have, if I have another bad day, probably will, you never know, I'll do it then and see what kind of relief that I get, and if it is worth it, then maybe consider doing it on a day-to-day basis, but for now I'm not doing it. So I don't see my acupuncturist until next week. Won't be seeing the dietitian again, and I'm just waiting to hear from the gastroenterologist and see what happens there. So cross your fingers. I'm able to work full shifts this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We have Thursday off for the American Thanksgiving, and half a day Friday. So if I can just make it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then I'm free and clear and will be able to do the rest of the week. So I'm really hoping that I'm able to do that, although I'm still not putting a lot of pressure on myself, because stress obviously isn't good for my condition. This video log isn't so much for me this time around. I feel like this one's more for everybody else, because when you're trying to figure stuff out, when you're not having such a good time, you always have more to say than when you're happy. And like I said before, when I have those good days or those good hours, I'm taking those hours and I am running with them. And since Friday, I've just been ecstatic, like so happy that I've lived some normalcy. Went to my Christmas parties, and that was something I didn't even think I'd get to do because of how bad symptoms I've been having. So I've been really thankful for the relief that I've been getting, and really hope that I'm in the right track, and really appreciating all the support that I've gotten, emotionally from everybody, and not just during my bad times, but during my good times. And usually the good times are easier to be there for somebody, but those same people that are there during the bad times are coming to me saying, like, we can tell that you're getting better, we can tell that you're you again, and that, they're so happy for me, and, just as happy for me as I am for me, and that's really great. I love how people can come together like that. So again, hoping I can work the rest of this week, first 3 full-time shifts, crossing my fingers, really hope that it happens, and updating you with any other things I figure out or find out, and go from there. So thanks again for watching, and have a great evening and a really good week. Bye.